the New England Patriots versus Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway between Boston and Providence. Everybody knows it as Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talked about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he returns this to the 22. Now comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
One touchdown, one pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
And this defense feeling the encouragement. They stop him at the line of scrimmage on the first play of the afternoon. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. 22-yard line. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Third play here. This opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Throwing now is Allen. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Patriots take over. Out come the New England Patriots, led by their 6'5" veteran quarterback, Cam Newton.
And he ought to have a lot of pep in his step after last week's performance because he did exactly as you want him to play if you're a coach. 3 touchdown passes, 0 interceptions, which usually means you're making a lot of right decisions out there.
And got him to win. Newton on first down. Across the formation, he's got a man. That's Allen. And touchdown, New England. Keenan Allen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, you've got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side. Thank you very much for getting us to rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
Well, get it. Every time. You don't never get over it.
And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Their own 23-yard line. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't get down to placement and say this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Running with Kamara. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stack them behind the line. And it was a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Third down. Throwing his Allen on 3rd. And that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game. It's certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's fielded at the 34. And down to the 11. He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now a first down throw for Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
It's not much as perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was that. Last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure you just hold in there. Survive the early storm. Relax a little bit and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
The point after through the raindrops, something good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Well, this is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
Number 41. The numbers there for Kamara from a week ago. You see the numbers last week for Davis. In the end, not enough to help get him the victory.
And as we look forward to this week, don't you just get the sense that he's going to get the ball a little bit more? I mean, that's just how it reads to me. I don't know how you're feeling.
Well, they talked about that with us this week. That's going to be a priority for them.
Give him the ball, let him do his thing.
4 yards the pickup, first down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. The ball is out. Kamara fumbled it. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And these guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So a first quarter fumble in the rain. And this isn't supposed to let up. They've had flash flood warnings just west of here. So they better get used to this.
And it's hard to do real early in the game because you're so amped up and you're trying to do so much. You've got to get used to it, though. You've got to focus in on the ball, make sure you're taking care of it. That one cost him.
Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left side. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Cam Newton now with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
It's good, and before you know it, it's 21-0. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
But you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A short game that doesn't get on the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. And taken right on the 30. A great return there. Bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A play fake to Michelle. Now Newton sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. To throw again. Newton. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
He'll run it. He's got the 1st down inside the 10. Another nice gain. There's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So an instance there of can be and can. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Saran Neal on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal at the 6-yard line.
Michelle going to try again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ronnie Anderson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. First quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it, it's scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The pass to Brown as he holds it in. And down he'll go at the 25.
To John Brown.
That throw good for only a couple and brings up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen to Beasley, 1st down Buffalo. Allen Allen now looks to throw. Finding Knox there, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into New England territory.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second.
From the 45 on second down. Allen looking left side. He's got it. Complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 34-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh shutdown. A 10th carry for Kamara. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
I know flashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
The offensive line, they're getting it done.
And down inside the 15 he goes. He was 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Cole Beasley. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills cut into that lead.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row, we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, you're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Cam Newton and the Patriots set to go again on offense. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they feel really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was just saying, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and put him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
Well, that certainly changes things.
Yeah, I think the thought process is they take this lead into the locker room, run something simple here, and run the clock out. Instead, they get the big play. Now they have a chance to increase what they've done in the first half.
And this is taken in at the 5. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, you don't have to be a genius to watch this game and figure out they've had plenty of success moving the football here in the first half. We've seen exhibits A, B, C, and right on down the line, haven't we?
Yeah, we just saw exhibit Z right there. He had to fight that time. Ran through 1 tackle, but ultimately he's only going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
All right, guys. You all know the most important lesson I want you to take away from your time is just because you can doesn't mean you should. Usually I'm applying that lesson to technology violations or intellectual.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I could accept this contract, smile, stay silent about the law.
Cam on the option. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score. Cam Newton scoring on a 2-yard keeper. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Justin Rohrwasser now for the PAT. He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And Cam able to take it himself in for the score. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The football back to the Bills and Stephon Diggs. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well. And they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times it's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Ryan Anderson. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
A final shot before half for Allen. Quick slant to Brown. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in a minute, but first, let's take a spin around the NFL and see what's going on here in week number 10.
We got to know each other after that. So we finally decided to make things exclusive. And at that point, that's when you guys are both on the same terms. That's when you're like, okay, everyone else add a picture. Like, it's me and you. We're boyfriend and girlfriend.
Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter.
Ever since that day.
In our game, it was Cam Newton who led the way in that first half. He's thrown for 2 touchdowns, and he has run for another. As for the call of the second half, we turn things back over to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Newton. Flush to his right, and he just gets rid of it, throws it away. The wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Newton. He's got a man, that's caught, left sideline. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
How about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A well-executed 22-yard gain. That's how you draw off the run-pass option right there. You get a chunk play out of it.
And you know quarterbacks love to throw the RPOs because oftentimes they're in-breaking routes, but receivers love it even more. The ball gets to them quickly, allows them to put some moves on in the secondary.
Yeah, they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in their second-half blowout material. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Keenan Allen, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And this offense continues to pour it on.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor in effect.
Rohrwasser on for the PAT. And the lead grows even larger in the 3rd quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching in football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Again, it's Camaro. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I see him shaking the head as he gets up, and you got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Sheldon Rankins abruptly ends that play with a sack.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of it. The Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It takes a touchdown-saving tackle to bring him down as he goes 32 yards on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and now it's 2nd down.
22-yard line.
To throw again, Newton. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. 4 touchdown passes now for Cam Newton. And this offense is running away with this one.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. And this one through the uprights and good. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Operating from the gun, Allen. It's complete to Brown, right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Now Kamara. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left in no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Allen's pass.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, a guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Okay, partner, no surprise to you. I'm going to look at this from the defensive perspective. In the rain, you have to be more cautious trying to cover passing routes. Why? The offense knows where they're going with the football. The receiver knows the route he's going to run. You have to make sure you keep your footing underneath you.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his second TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Pats take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And he's certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead.
Sweetie, give me my boxes. Sweetie, give me my boxes. Why you don't get them?
Bailey now to kick it away after
Let them take that money out the car.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
I think it's cold out there. I'm not sure.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is, just what you said, you've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. The linebacker, Demario Davis, got a hand in to break that one up. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And this Patriot defense up to the challenge once more as they again stop him behind the line.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard.
I thought she was going to wake up on me. You was tired anyway. I wasn't going regardless.
By think that we all figured when you
But I knew you was gonna probably wake up on your own, maybe. But then you was so tired, I was like, I don't think so. I was like, I don't know, you normally wake up. But I was so tired, and I had a lot of chances to set my alarm, but I was just too tired.
They've really distanced themselves.
If I already set mine, why would I set yours?
I guess, so to speak.
Definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string.
You better move that car.
What you mean?
It's street clean.
Give me that thing. That's yours?
At one.
Oh, that's yours.
Yeah.
I'm moving my car regardless. I'm leaving today.
Stop putting that gum right there. Put it in the tissue. It's nasty.
Adisha, did they give you unemployment?
No.
Fucking Bush signed that shit today. I mean, last night.
Did you call?
Together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big time one right now.
So what happens now?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
They are clicking right now. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
They can't get that.
Again, it's Michelle.
What's
We'll
that?
have a first down here at about the 40. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs.
That's maybe it did.
Just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down. We all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball. You often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for the quarterback. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running.
Oh yeah, so that is damn. They work fast, but it's not your card though.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Down Michelle. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots are pouring it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen
It's
today,
called Club Yoga here. I thought it was called Travel Club, right?
coaching staff, commitment by the players to
I
the
never
game
heard of
plan,
that club
and being
before.
ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they're inching closer to a 4th straight loss. A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. From the gun, Allen. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
8 yards on the
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
27-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Allen. Left side caught by Diggs. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
Gain of 7. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing on first down is Allen. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Bills.
Now Allen again. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
It's a pickup of
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had interceptions.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Well, that field goal block pretty much sums up the day for them, doesn't it?
Boy, it really does. What's the word we often use? Symptomatic. It's just been a sign of how this one's gone.
Give a lot of credit to the guys who got in and blocked the kick. They've had the advantage all game, and they continue to press it.
Yeah, they're going to try to eat some clock with Michelle. And he's free.
They should have put a stamp on me.
It's a foot race. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And the Bills are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Hello.
Hi, where are you?
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Has been a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The agent
On
from
4th
where?
down, the punt team is on as this is set away.
Okay. What's
It'll
your
be
name?
called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And out will come the offense as they take over. And we spotlight Keenan Allen as he gets set to go back to work. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. But whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it. This is Michelle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 14 yards is the pickup there, the New England 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hold on.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Newton. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
They'll find Everett there, complete. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 34-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Newton's going to throw it. And that's complete to the tight end, Devin Asiasi. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Throwing again on second down. Newton. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us. We're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Wasser now for the point after. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That time a 6-play drive. And it ends with a New England touchdown.
And that's it. My next move, I'm putting my shit in storage and I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I don't know what y'all gonna do, but I'm not paying no $1,600. I'm paying $13 now. I don't have nothing in writing. I don't know what's going on, and I'm letting you know.
What's the odds? I say, Tristan.
Drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back on the field. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would
He's telling me to read something I don't got.
But it does not.
I'm reading something I don't got. I don't got shit.
To handle on the other side.
No, he gonna text us.
Yeah, I
Do
don't know
something.
what the fuck going on. I'm gonna fix that.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
But no, we wasn't paying the 6. It was what, 15, right, or 14?
After a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Of February, I'll be out of here. I'm gonna get my shit.
So did he say he didn't agree to 13 to go?
I'm not doing that.
He's saying because it went up.
After absorbing that big hit.
Who the fuck giving him $1,600 for this?
Iguado.
Yeah, they get him down.
Iguado
Takes it across the 40-yard line.
Remember, we made a year from now.
Big offensive explosion leading them to victory.
Well, it's a pandemic. It's gonna stay 13 until this pandemic over. If they don't like it, he can take me to court. By that time, I'll be gone. I got letters saying I'm out of work. I'm paying $1,300 until this pandemic is over. If they don't like it, guess what? Tell them to force me to move, and I go to motherfucking City Hall.
2 now on the year. And they will
And
hit the
that's
road
gonna be
next
that.
week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be at home.
Did he send it to you?
And get me a one motherfucking
You got what?
being ready roll.
Text him
And
13?
when I get back on my feet,
I'm not
that's
telling him. I'm
it.
telling him.
You fucking doing that? Ready?
Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain.
Nobody will fix it. That shit gonna stay 15 until 13 until the pandemic over. Then it'll go back to 15, 50. That's the most. My motherfucking walking at 327 was 14.
I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again just to lift
I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
this pickup. Remember being so bummy and being so
Down here, one motherfucking room. Me and this girl, I'm gonna put this shit in the storage. And I'm